What you doing tonight, girl? Probably watching Grand Slam, is she, Big Joe? Holy shit.
Here you go.
Holy shit. Wow. Yo, Clint.
What?
I'm gonna need a magnetic. 180. Holy fuck, dude. This was a fun case of Tiger. Boom! Hey! Let's go, baby! I told y'all we fucking bring the fucking heat, son. Woo! Oh shit! There it is! Oh my god! The fucking bomb! Get some, motherfucker! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! There it is, I got it. I got my fucking card! Let's go, baby! Let's go! Let's go, baby! Yes, baby! Told you we can do it! Let's go, baby! What up, what up, what up? Hope everybody's doing good. Hope everybody's doing good. It's Saturday, obviously. Yesterday I fell asleep, took a nap about 3:30 in the afternoon, woke up at 5:50 in the morning, and I was thinking it was Saturday morning at 5:50 because it was dark. I was like, what the fuck? Hadn't had that feeling since college. Anyway, wanted to go over some things because we're trying to get you guys to submit some of your cards, capitalize on your investments, or your collection, whatever you want to call it. I think it's important. This order, we've been sending them in now long enough that this order was a $12 order. And what happens is if you send in a bulk order for $12 and then your card grades up to, say, a 9 or a 10 that fits into a higher criteria, they'll charge you for that. So what they do is they send you an email and they send you an email like this. Let's see if we can. Let's see what this dude's doing out here. Okay, anyway. So what you do is, does that fix it? Yeah. The submission contains 9 cards that do not qualify for the $12. This is the email you're looking for. This is what you want. And we blah, 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 blah. Well, then they changed the price. It was like probably $12.40 something because it was $12 a card to $15.86. You have to reply to it. The cool thing is about this email, the first thing they do is down here at the bottom in the PDF, they release all your grades to you so you can see all grades, which this one had 107 grades. So this email, I've seen losers complain about this email. And if you're one of those losers, man, just stay away from me, man. You're a clown. I don't like people like that. I get it. I think that you can rage against the machine all you want. Every time I've ever gotten this email, it's a great thing for me and my family. I pay a little bit more, but it means because I've hit some big cards that I essentially had forgotten about because it was 7 months ago. There was one that even was a $75 submission. It was a Luca. But so what you do is you get this, then you email this person, you just hit reply and say, yes, you can charge my card for that. Well, all you got to do is click on your PDF and you've already got your grades. It's called, yeah, it's pretty badass. But this is how it works, and I want people to know so they're not, one, shocked, remember, you don't get charged until the cards are graded. So it's not like you got to send in 100 cards. Right now, I guess it's $20 a card and think that you owe $2,000. It'll be when they pop. So that's good right now. But you can see, I mean, on this one, we didn't get anything below an 8, but we got a couple of 8.5s that were booty. You can see, let's see, Keldon Johnson Silver Spectre 10. I don't know how many 10s we got. These are fairly new cards, but I'll go over a couple of the upgrades. All these are $12. RJ, Rui Silver, Steph Curry Pink Camo, 10. Luka Doncic Green, Will to Win. You kind of get an idea of what I'm sending in, what me and him are wanting to send in. That's a good question about that, Tim. I thought about that too, and to answer your question, we're making so much money on these orders, I just think it's splitting hairs, like, hey, it just is what it is. They're doing it at the time they're graded. Let's see. Donner Zion 10, draft picks Zion, Lucas Shock, there's one. They charged $75, which I thought it was a $50 upgrade. I thought it should be $50. But anyway, Luka Doncic 10. There's a couple more. Ooh, Soto batting 10s. 1, 2, 3 of those. And then I got a 9, which obviously wasn't an upcharge. See if there's anything cool. Fernando Tatis Chrome Purple Refractor Heritage. I'm big on Vladimir Guerrero, Acuna, and Tatis. People want the superstars. There's another one. Here's 3 of them in a row. Patrick Mahomes Optic Rookies, 10. Bam! 9. They even upcharged the 9. Then 10, 10. Boom. So we sent 4 Optic Mahomes in and got 3 10s and a 9. There's a Contenders Optic Triple Threat Brady Gronk Gordon Purple. You can just see it's mostly 9s and 10s, man. Let's see what we got. 10 LeBron James Silver Hyped. Go hard or go home. 10 Optic All-Stars Hollow LeBron 10. The Allen and Ginters that I like. The Juan Soto Update. Duncan. Okay, is that all the... Okay, there's those. This whole page didn't have any upgrades because it was mainly... the thing that I thought, like on that one where it was 75, I thought they should have upcharged me on the Deshaun Watson Optic 10. They only charged me $12. So it's really and truly just, did I get 2 10? No. We got 3 Ja Morant Fanatic Optic 10s, and they only charged $12 a piece. So what I'm getting at is, I've heard people go, well, I'd rather just pay $50, because it might get a 10. And that's just stupid. From my point of view, that's stupid. You should pay the least dollar amount, and then if it does grade, then you pay what's called the upcharge. Don't go sending in, unless there's other variables, but I'm talking about just bottom line, trying to make the most money for your family. That's how you do it. You can follow along as it goes, and you can kind of see when your email should pop up within a week or so, and then just pay it and be thrilled. Like when I got this order, I was like, damn, Bryant, this was a good order. It's just stuff that you build up over time. Like here's Kobe's. Let's see, 5 for 5, 6 for 6, 7 for 7, 8 for 8. We've sent 9 Kobe's in for me, and all 9 got 10s. We have 4 that I didn't show y'all the other day that came in order. Here's 5 more, all 10s. We just picked out the best cards. NBA Finalist Prism 10, NBA Finalist Prism 10, Fearless 10, Fearless Silver. Oh, both those are silvers, and then the green Prism. So they're all silver or green. The submission forms for PSA, you have to go to psacard.com. That's not anything I have. You can't print it out. You have to do it online. It won't take long. It's not any big deal. So all that page was 12s. Was there any upgrades here? Yeah, there's a 50. Okay, we got an RJ Green 10. We got Hyper Prism, Fireworks Morant, Revolution. You can see the type of stuff I'm trying to send in. Lamar Jackson, Ja Morant, Zion, Saquon, Luka. We got 2 Luka rookies at the bottom. They didn't upcharge. Those should probably be $20. But the John Morant orange ice, they charged me $50 for a 10. I figured that'd be 20, but I don't know. It's hard for me to keep up with these prices. That is what you're looking for. This episode is about once you've sent your cards in and you're twiddling your thumbs waiting. The way me and Bryant did it to keep us occupied was we just kept sending orders. And I remember 3 or 4 months in, we're like, damn, it sucks. But man, now every week, I'm getting 100+ card order back, and it's some monsters in there. And I think that, a card shop, it is a lot easier for me to accumulate cards sometimes, but man, I've been sending cards in for years and years and years. You have to start somewhere. If you try to send in 100 cards right off the bat, it's a little overwhelming. Maybe send in 10. But what I'm saying is you got to get started if you want to do this. I think there's money in it for the foreseeable future, the next couple years. It used to be that only the best of the best at grading. It used to be the best of the best and con men. That's who used to make money on graded cards. That's it. And now it's like the tables have been leveled, and everybody that's got any sense can do it too. You know what I mean? So I'm just trying to. The reason I'm harping on it is because I feel like all these cards how many of these were serial numbered? None. Very, very few. So if you send these into Slappy McSlapsters, Slappy, Slab and More, Dr. Frankenstein Grading Services, who's to say he's not going to take my Juan Soto's and give me his 9s? You're putting tens of thousands in someone else's hands, and I'm not accusing anybody of anything. I'm accusing you of being lazy if you can't at least attempt to do this on your own and not take all that risk out of it. It's like there's nothing to gain from it unless you believe they get better grades because they send in bulk like that. Well, man, I mean, I don't know how many 10s we got, but it's a bunch, and we're not experts. We've been doing this about 7 months. It's 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 9, 9, 9, 9, 8, 5. I mean, it's all straight up 9s and 10s. So, I'm trying to show you so it's not overwhelming or you have questions or surprises, but most importantly that you're able to do the work yourself. There's another card that'll be listed today on the show. God, that's a crazy cool card. That jumbo card's a 9. All right? So that's that part of it. Microsoft privacy. What is this? Okay, let me close this out. All right. With that said, that's pretty much it. We'll be on around 11. I'm going to go pull some stuff to sell you guys and just have some fun this afternoon. 53 is a lot. 10 a week. It just depends, Herbie, on the card. I mean, if you have a Mickey Mantle rookie, any grade is acceptable. If you have a Michael Jordan rookie, any grade, you got to have it in a holder to get fair value. So that's all relative to the card. My personal opinion is what we try to do, and what I tell Bryant is, if a card looks mint, send it. And I've gotten cards that are not Gem Mint in Gem Mint holders, and I've gotten Gem Mint cards, in my opinion, in 8 holders. People who sit around and whine and cry and all that, man, damn, dude, we're too old for that. Shut up. If that's the case, crack the 8 open and send it again. And if it comes back an 8 a second time, all of a sudden, maybe you're missing something. Maybe next time it comes back a 10. Me and Bryant sent an 8.5 in from one company and got a 10 from the other company. So I'm not saying that everybody acts like, oh, these new companies are coming out and maybe they'll pick up times and all this stuff. And it's like, man, if my companies decide they want off the wall grading that gives the most money for the card, I'll be glad to send it to that company. But with that said, I'm just going with what the demand is, and the demand by a landslide for me personally as a card shop owner is PSA. Beckett, there's a lot of good use for Beckett too. Beckett is solid in a lot of ways, but you can, like, people can pick apart my business and say all the things I'm doing wrong. People can pick apart Beckett's business, PSA's grading, say that this card is trimmed. Let me tell you this. Every single company in this industry, new and old, have trimmed cards in their holders. Stone cold fact. The con men from 20 years ago were cutting them in a way that they can't even hardly tell. They can't tell. It's not that they're doing anything to try to hurt the end user, but I'm just telling you, it is what it is. That's why even with me, I love knowing that a card isn't trimmed. Just because it's in a holder does not mean a card is not trimmed or altered. People get so bent out of shape over stuff, and it's like, hey man, it's just that's the world that we're in, and we're dealing in a commodity where at the end of the day, what we're paying for is their professional opinion on this holder. You know, if my opinion was more valuable than PSA, I wouldn't send it to PSA, right? I would just put my grade on it and sell it for more money. So I think when you take all those factors in, that's why I use who I use. Yeah, it can get confusing, but don't keep it simple. Stupid is what they used to tell me in math class. And like, practice a few times. Anything you do, selling a home wasn't easy. Selling a car wasn't easy. Opening a card shop wasn't easy. This was pretty easy compared to those things. You know what I'm saying? Like, you've got to put a little work in. If you're always saying, I wish, that's the problem. You need to be saying, I will. I'll learn. I can do better. Things like that, right? Yeah, we've had cards come right out of packs that they say are trimmed. I mean, it's not. Don't freak out if you get one that's trimmed. Don't rage against the machine and start a 5-page thread and after hours that your card was trimmed. You know, they make mistakes. Like, you know, I can't believe, I'm more surprised that people act like they don't make mistakes, like they can't make mistakes. It's like, they're going to make some mistakes. They've made mistakes with us. They've damaged some of our cards. You know, people, they damaged one of our cards without a doubt. It was they didn't even claim that they damaged it, but it was a cheap card that it didn't matter to me at all. Why would $12 get me all in a tizzy and freak out? We just take the card and give it to a kid. You know? That's pretty much it. These are bulk orders, man. These are the bulk orders is what I'm talking about. Yeah, well, Anthony, that's what I'm trying to get at, bud, is your card's not worth $5,000 until it's graded X. What if it's trimmed? What if you send it to them, Anthony? Let's just say you do that, Anthony. You send them $500 to grade your card, and the card's trimmed. The $500 is gone. But if you go down to a lower tier at $50 and submit it, or $75 and submit it, and then it goes up to that grade, well, then they'll upcharge you the $425. You cannot lose doing the lower dollar amount in that situation. I'm not saying you can't send $10,000 cards in bulk, but you can choose the time, because a card is only worth what it's worth. A raw Walter Payton rookie is not worth $1,000. But a PSA 8 or a PSA 9 are worth thousands. So that's the point I'm trying to get across on that avenue, is that go with the lower service and then take the upcharge. I mean, you knew you were going to have to pay it if it grades that way. Yeah, sometimes you can send, and that's something else too, guys. Something I would be real leery of in grading is, let's say you buy a card that's graded and you send it to PSA. You buy a Beckett card that's graded and PSA says it's trimmed. I would be very hesitant to sell that card for 10 cents on the dollar because it's trimmed. Because first of all, it was graded. Second of all, their opinion it was trimmed. So it's a 50-50 shot that it's not trimmed. Someone made a mistake. I would send that card in again. You follow what I'm saying? If it comes back trimmed twice, probably more than likely trimmed. You need to, disclose that when you're selling it, obviously. It's up to you. I would probably show, hey, this was a BGS 9. I opened it up. I thought it was mint. Here's what they said. Put it on eBay and let it go. There's people making livings off of that where people get a trimmed card supposedly and it's not trimmed, okay? Yeah, the upcharge is when I get that email, I'm like, make some pizzas, baby! I was making pizza. This was one of my favorite orders. It's just deep. It's got the names we want. I mean, you can see, I want you to see our strategy too, not just, for whatever reason, in most industries, people don't want to let you know what they're doing. And I feel like I want as many people to come along for the ride. I don't feel like giving you guys the playbook makes you the coach of a team. You know what I'm saying? You got to do your own work. You got to get up at 5:30 in the morning, right? You got to find the cards, all those things. So I want to help. That is my goal in 2021 is to help as many as I can. And make some money, obviously. You know how it is. Drag them. Yeah. All right. I think we got everything else taken care of. Yeah. All right. No, I do not use one-touch magnetics. I use Ultra Pro semi-rigid holders. Do we have some of this? That's what to use. No, there's no way. There's just enough money right now in this industry that I want everybody to do it. I'm just lucky that regard. If somebody goes and buys a $1 million house or whatever, that I'm thrilled for them. I got my own problems. You know what I'm saying? I don't enjoy people's struggles, and I don't get jealous of other people's stuff, and I think that's the way to be. That's just me. Some people, maybe they do better because they're always thinking about someone else. Not for me. I ordered some this morning, Matt, but not right now. All we have is about a case left, about 2,000, and we save them for Bryant. Bryant's been a huge, huge, huge help in this. Pretty much my eyes, my brain. He can see. Bryant has turned into our grading manager. I mean, we're going to end up trying to grow this some, over time, and he may be looking for an assistant. You just never know. So I think it's valuable information. All right, man. I hope that helps. They do not charge your card until they are done grading it at PSA. That is correct. Because I feel like the magnetics, they move around. I've just always sent them in Ultra Pro since I was 20 years old. Safest, lightest, I feel like. That's something else, too. We need to show y'all how to pack a package. I need to have Rookie do a video on how to pack one. Because, let's say you ship 100 cards to PSA. The box should be 2 feet by 2 feet. If a damn tractor trailer runs over it, you still have a shot of your cards not being completely ruined. It's worth the extra $50 in shipping to protect your investment. You need to know how to pack these properly. General storage, I use magnetics. I like magnetics. That's awesome, man. That makes my day, Johnny. Had never seen any, and now he has 519 there. That's what's up. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get you guys to be able to grade your own cards. I believe graded cards are like currency. If you have a graded card, there's not really arguing. Jim Grading Company, terrible, trimmed. I have one card from them that I bought in a big collection, and I've offered it for way less than it sells for on eBay, and nobody still will buy it. Jim Grading is junk, in my opinion. But anyway, no, they do not return your top loaders. No. And if you're worried about little things like that, grading may not be for you. You know what I'm saying? This isn't this is not a penny and dime type thing. This is going to have to be where You dedicate some. You have to get the money to get the cards, and you have to get the money to get the cards graded. And it's like you have to take some risk. And those type of questions scare me when someone says, "Do they send your top loaders back?" You know what I'm saying? Like, no, man, they don't. And if you're worried about your top loaders, it just seems like an odd question. They throw that stuff away. They got other shit to do. They got like 10 million cards. Don't know about S or CSG. Don't know much about it yet. I'm not gonna get into anything about what I know. Why? Like I said, if all my customers decide down the road they want CSG or SGC or TIA or whatever, that's what we're gonna do. No, there are no gym grading cards that are good crossover sub candidates in my opinion. They're trimmed. I'm not saying you can't get one through. I'm not saying that every single card is trimmed. Of course, I agree with price increases. I am a fan of all businesses running their business the way they want to run them, you know? Like, fuck. People telling them that they shouldn't raise the price when there's millions of cards backed up, that I argue otherwise. The CEO should be fired if that, I'm like, hey man, it is what it is. It's supply and demand. You can always come back down the road 5 years from now. But you should take care of your employees. You should take care of your business. And, if you're giving money away for whatever reason, you need to look at the people in charge and ask why. All right? That's the way it goes, fellas. You win some, you lose some. Don't think small. Try to think bigger. Like that was always my problem. Like, you have to start believing there's something bigger. Don't think about, like, you want to have so many things going on that you forgot about the cards you sent and they just show up one day, or the email shows up one day. That means you're putting in a day's work over and over and over. If you're sitting around hitting refresh all day, that means you're wasting time. You could be rounding up more cards. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of y'all out here who could make a lot of money at this if you'll take these simple steps, man, and start working on it a little bit. You'll have some bumps in the road just like we do. Yeah, I've seen those HGA grading slabs again. Like, I want people to spend their money on whatever they want, man. If you want TBI or FBI or CIA graded cards or whatever it is, you knock yourself out. I'm going to wait my time and go with PSA right now. I have a much better relationship with the people at Beckett than I do PSA. A lot of those guys I consider friends, but at the end of the day, I'm trying to, they'll ship 6th through the 10th, March 6th through 10th. I'm trying to do what's best for my family too. And you got to make those decisions too, right? All right. We'll see y'all about 11. Always be dragging. Doses. Holla at your boy. No, I'm not watching Kentucky today. I'm doing the card show at 11 for a little while and goof off.